cut down our tree. Well, it was dead, so you can see a lot of the trees are dying. So a lot of them are about to get cut down. Which I like tree-lined streets. Most people do, and that was a part of kind of what gave this block some appeal when we bought this house. So when my sister bought it, but the trees are dying. And you could tell, like I could tell when we got over here. But I didn't expect the city. Woo. I didn't expect them to come out and actually do it. But they did this on the block I grew up on. We had these huge, I think they were like, I don't know what type of trees they were, but they were the really tall ones, and with the leaves that look like the Canadian flag. I guess that's maple trees, maple leaves. And they were huge, and I guess they were getting sickly. And we had one in front of like almost every house on the block. And one summer, I couldn't have been no older than 12. They just came and cut them all down, and the whole block just felt different. It felt less alive. What they need to do is clear out these alleys and get these trees, get all of the trees that are blocking the electric poles and electric wires. But I guess they'll do that eventually, because they did that on the block I grew up on too. My sister just was telling me that they came and cut all the trees that had grown in the alley since the neighborhood had declined, and since the residents pretty much moved away. And I think this was like maybe 10 years ago when the block pretty much just became a wasteland. But growing up, it was full, it was crowded, the alley was clear. We drove back there, people had access to their garages and things like that. We used to play in the alley. But today, well, when I was last over there, the alley looked like a jungle. So stuff is changing, and I guess it's for the best that they just cut this stuff down. But I like trees. I mean, it's good for the planet, right? And then they don't like the weed trees. Like if you look straight ahead in the alley back there, that tall tree like in the center of the frame, it's like that's a weed tree. That grew probably within a couple of years. And so I feel like if these trees grow this fast, what's wrong with having them deliberately? They grow faster. They got the street blocked off. Can't get in our driveway. Oh, the power is back on, so that's a good thing. But yeah, man. Power came back on around 10 o'clock yesterday, and I finished watching some Twilight Zone. But it's interesting to me that we pick and choose the trees we want to plant on these streets based on aesthetics and all of that. And I don't know, not claiming to be an expert, but I've just never understood why they don't just plant the indigenous trees that thrive. Maybe they're too invasive. If y'all know how that works, y'all can let me know. Look at him up there cutting that tree down. Oh, he's coming down now. But I'm kind of upset because I like the privacy that you get from trees. I like knowing that for the most part, to the left, the view was blocked. I didn't have to see in nobody's window, and they couldn't necessarily see mine. And you can't really see too much from here. There's only really one house with an angle from this side. I'm gonna put up curtains, but actually I need to get the rods to put up the shears I already got. I definitely like the privacy in the back, because like my room is right on the corner, and it's got all these windows, and I just appreciate floors, which mine have to be done. Excuse the mess. Whew. But like you got these windows, and this is where the sun rises, so it gets super bright. But for the most part, even when I open up the curtains, you know, it's tree lined all around. Now those are weeds, like I said, but it gives me some privacy, some shade. Once they clear all that out, you'll be able to see all the houses across the alley and stuff. And I'm not looking forward to it, but that's what that is. But my thing is non-pretense, so definitely not creating any of these videos to get the impression that I live a certain way that I don't live. This is how I'm living now, especially with all the work still going on. It's been hard to settle and decorate. And I'm like, why would I be buying more furniture with nowhere to put it until we actually get the floors finished and all of that. So it's the state of my life at the moment. And work. I'm supposed to be at work until the 4th, and they told us we would be coming in at midnight so we can enjoy the holiday time with our family. But I just looked at my schedule online, and I'm scheduled to work 5 days in a row starting tomorrow on short notice. I have to do 5 11-hour shifts, Tuesday and Wednesday, and I've never had to work on Wednesday. Tuesday is my mandatory overtime day, and they told us that, you know, even during the busy season, which they planned on this being a busy season, that we only have to come in on our mandatory overtime day, and that there'll be opportunities for voluntary extra time on other days. So to look at my schedule, which I looked at it yesterday and there was nothing there, but to look at it today and to see that they want me in there on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we don't get to come in late on the 4th, that's a slap in the face. But I'm going. I'm gonna clock these 55 hours. Still tired, still haven't been sleeping, but I'm gonna go. I could not do that job. Look how high he is. There's so many changes. And it sucks because, like, I don't celebrate the holiday. All I wanted to do was just chill. And we have some family in town and all that, but I wasn't even worried about that either. I was just going to relax and watch Stranger Things, probably when it hits Netflix, right? Which I'm assuming it would hit like just at Wednesday night at midnight, or technically Thursday morning at midnight at 12 a.m. But to pace myself, because I didn't think I would have to go to work until later. But if I have to work Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm working 6 p.m. to 5:30 a.m., I'm going to be asleep. So I'm going to have to wait before I can even sit down and binge watch the show. And I ordered this TV. It was only $200, Best Buy. And I have a Roku stick, or a Roku, whatever. And so I ordered it from Best Buy. It came in a couple days. But the thing is, I had already ordered a Samsung TV because I get a discount through my other job. But it didn't show what the delivery, this was over a week ago, what the delivery would be. And they were saying it won't be delivered until July 8th. Definitely, because it's not through FedEx or UPS. It's through AGS, and it's scheduled for the 8th. So I'm like, okay, that's not even in time to watch the show, so I might as well send that back. I'm not pressed to have a TV. I just had the discount through Samsung, so that seemed like the practical approach. So then I saw this for $200, and it was next day delivery for free, so I just got it. Plus, it's bigger than I thought. This is 50 inches. This is way bigger than I was expecting. And the one I got from Samsung is 55, and that's just way too big. Like this. So I'm not keeping that at all. But now it just feels pointless because I can't even do what I intended to do and just watch it. I can't. I don't know how to flip this camera while I'm on it. But so yeah, look at these floors. He still gotta sand the edges. You gotta wash all that dust off. And he did a bang up job, but it's not. It's just whatever, man. It's not my problem. But alright. Let's see if I can